Outside of Bravo, non-Bravo related, I did watch Matt Rife's comedy special, and it wasn't awful, but there were a lot of cringe moments. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand why he's getting these sold out crowds or whatever, but I don't know if it's appropriate for his career level in comparison to like old school traditional ways. So Joe Coy right now is like my favorite comedian, and he's been doing this for decades, longer than Matt Rife has been alive, I think. So, but Joe Coy, he had to actually like hand out like tapes or CDs or DVDs or flyers to people to go to his shows and stuff. Like he went through that grind. Whereas like today's technology, YouTube, for example, allows people to bypass that part of the grind when building something. And so if Joe Coy was born later, if he was younger, I feel like he would have a totally different, like he would have blew up a long time ago because it's just easier to get your name out there. So I understand why he's getting these sold out crowds, and he's obviously good looking. But he is kind of problematic. And speaking of Shep, to go back to Shep, but I find it hard for a straight, quote unquote, straight Caucasian male to truly be funny at the core, because I feel like you need to have some kind of adversity to be funny. Like you have to be able to like know what it's like to be at the lowest of the low so that you can laugh about it. Because if you're like privileged and ignorant to that, like people who have actually faced adversity, then you're missing out on like the majority of the population that you can relate to. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about Matt Rife, but I did like that he said, like, I did connect with him during the part where he was talking about internet trolls. And it's funny to me because you can see his lack of maturity in this part of his stand-up, because trolls are inevitable no matter how big or small you are, I feel like. And it really is a topic that needs to be like talked about more, because there's so many different types of trolls and different types of trolling, and it does, I feel like, impact the person on the other end in different ways. So I don't know exactly how he's been trolled, but the fact that he like brought it up, you can tell it's like that's really affected him. And I understand to a certain extent. I would like to hear more about his trolling experience and how he's been affected, because he goes on to say, I am a nice person. I never want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I fucking will. And I kind of like related in that moment, not because I totally agree with that, but there have been times where I've been trolled where it's been completely unjustified, and they've actually done some trolling to the point where they've caused harm. And by law, some of them have crossed the line, and I, technically could sue. But then like going through that whole process of suing someone is like piling on to the the damage, I feel like. So it's like, I don't really want to go through that. It's like how, but then these people never learn a lesson too. So I felt like I could relate to him in that moment because it's like, I'm, none of my intent is to hurt people directly. I mean, I might make fun of Tom Sandoval, but I won't go up to him and be like, you're a piece of crap. So I think there's a difference there. I don't know. I'm like stoner talking right now because I don't even know what I was getting at, but yeah, controversial. Move on.